The stage is all set in Miami for the Super Bowl. Now, we won't be seeing the American commercials this year here in Canada, but there's still going to be plenty to watch for as the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs take the field on Sunday night. Big night on Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday.
Sorry,
Richard Southern.
Your Seahawks didn't make it, but it's going to be a great night.
This is how we're starting this off.
Sorry, I had to bring it up.
You just start pouring salt into the wounds.
But it's going to be an interesting game with some interesting
so
quarterbacks, right?
Yeah. I mean, that's obviously the biggest names on a lot of these teams are the quarterbacks. So for the folks that may not be as football savvy, let's get to know them. So for the San Francisco 49ers, this is GQ Jimmy Garoppolo.
Pretty handsome
Some
guy
people
here.
might know him from Instagram. Other people know him from playing football.
Some people say that I look a lot actually like Jimmy Garoppolo. That's
I don't
another
see
story.
it, but
anyways, they
that's
say
just
that.
me. It's just a personal thing. Who do they have on KC's
On the
side?
flip side, it's Patrick Mahomes, another very dynamic guy. And he's so good at sports.
He's fun to watch.
Fun to watch. He's throwing sidearm and all this sort of stuff. Could have been a baseball player. In fact, his dad was in the MLB for a number of years, and he himself, Patrick, threw a no-hitter in high school. So he's a very talented young man indeed.
Here's always the highlight of the Super Bowl party that either I host or attend. Not going to host one this year, but you would think the sort of quintessential football snack is beer and chicken wings.
Bring it on the wings.
Apparently that's not the case in the U.S.
No, Google said the most searched for, the most sought-after Super Bowl snack in the States isn't chicken wings, but cocktail wieners.
What?
So, pigs in a
so like,
blanket.
yeah, the little Smokies. could probably eat 100 of those.
Absolutely.
To
It's
be
dangerous.
honest.
That's dangerous.
20 chicken wings, 100 pigs in blanket for sure. Now, Canada has some interesting trends, and it all depends on what province you live in. So Google supplied this one for us, all of the most searched snacks for the big game. So which province are you hanging out in?
There's no debate about it. I'm going out to Newfoundland for some Korean short ribs.
Bring your shovel, and I'm sure they'll be happy to host you, so you can clear your own path to get there. But that
What about
is
you?
probably the top one, Newfoundland Korean short ribs. I'm also into the onion bacon dip here in the Yukon, or
the
buffalo
spinach dip?
chicken dip? No, New Brunswick. What are you doing? Spinach dip? What is this, like the 70s? Anyway, so probably it's interesting. It's an interesting trend. And while we're on the topic of Google searches, in December, a funny trend starts showing up for all the people that may be a little too, I don't know, fat-fingered on the keyboard,
or
in a
maybe
little bit of a
can't
hurry.
spell great like me. One of the top searches this time of year is superb owl. People are misspelling Super Bowl.
Okay, I see it. Yeah,
So you
right?
actually Googled
I
superb
did
owl.
Google it because I was wondering what comes up when you see superb owl.
There
And
he is.
Google playing along nicely with it. That's what a superb owl
And
looks
he's ready
like.
to play. He's got his jersey on.
Absolutely, 54. So he's a defensive player.
Now, my favorite part of the game is always, trying to make a little scratch off at the Super Bowl
How does that work
bets.
out? I heard you're a terrible bettor.
Horrible better, but I enjoy doing it.
Okay.
And they have what they call the prop bets, Adam. These are like fun bets surrounding the game, and one of them is involving Donald Trump.
Okay,
So
before
let me show
we
you how it
dive
works.
too much into this here, I need to know about the dashes and the pluses and the numbers.
Minus 190 means you need to bet 190 to win $100. Now, if there's a plus sign, you bet 100, you win 145.
Okay.
So in this case, they're saying that there's no question the bookies think the 49ers will there'll be higher
Score more
score
points than the
Trump
number
will
of.
treat.
All right,
Halftime
J-Lo, Shakira being suspended in air at some point.
They think, no, that's not going to happen according to the bookies.
So it's leaning a little bit more toward no. How about the number of wardrobe changes for J-Lo?
They think it's going to go over 2.5, the bookies, which I'm not going to argue with. I think we're going to see a lot of wardrobe
probably.
changes here.
This one's always one to watch at the end of the game. Winning team pouring the Gatorade on the coach. What are we looking at in terms of the favorite for colors?
I think red is going to be the favorite, but close behind is lime or green.
A lot of that probably has to do with the fact that both teams sport red and
Correct.
both teams sport yellow. So the clear water might, I don't know, that could be there.
And the blue's the outsider.
Yeah, that is definitely an outsider out there.
Bookies think Casey's going to win by about 1.5 points.
Okay, so it comes down to what are our predictions. I'm leaning more towards San Francisco by a field goal, probably at around the 4-minute mark in the fourth quarter.
Very specific.
To win the game, and then their defense holds.
Patrick Mahomes is going to bring this thing home for Kansas City.
We will see. We will see. You got a
putting something on
terrible
this?
bet you want to put on this?
Last year we said we'd shave if we got it
Yeah,
right.
if we got the score exactly right. None of us want to see us with a clean and shaven face anymore.
No.
So we'll talk about that offline.
Maybe
Maybe on
wings.
Twitter.
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Richard.
Thanks, Adam.